Hello chess friends! Former world champion Anatoly Karpov is not very active in modern chess and he's not playing a lot of tournaments every year, but this is one of his games that he played in the Russian team championship, and he played this game against the young Russian grandmaster Matlakov Maxim. So Anatoly was white and he starts with the d4. Maxim responds with the knight to f6, and then we have c4, e6, knight to c3, and then bishop to b4. So that was an Indian. And queen c2 was played by Anatoly, and castle a3, and bishop capture on the c3, queen capture on c3 and d5. Here bishop goes to g5, d captures on c4, queen capture on c4. So we can notice that white plays so many moves with the queen. So he starts from a d1, goes to c2, then c3, and now c4. In first 8 moves he played 4 times with the queen. b6, a rook to d1, and then bishop to a6. Very good position for a bishop on a6. He's attacking right now queen, but he's also controlling the light diagonal. So queen to a4 and h6, bishop goes back to h4, and then queen to e7, knight to f3, and then rook to d8. So as we can see, Maxim is attacking a pawn on the d4, so he wants to make the pressure on the d file, which is the semi-open. And here we have e3 and bishop capture on f1, rook capture on f1. So we can see that white will not make the castle because he already moved the rook from the square a1 and h1. So the only way that he can make the castle is to move the king up on e1, then move the rook from f1 to e1, then go with the king on the square f1. So on that way he can move the king on the safe squares like f1 or g1. But Maxim plays c5. He wants to open the d file, and king goes to e2, knight bd7, and then very interesting move by Anatoly. He goes with the knight on e5. He thought that the black will not take on e5 with the knight because he will capture back with the pawn, and this knight will be in trouble because he's pinned by a bishop, and that will make some problems for black. But he calculates move more and recognized that he can capture on the e5. So knight capture on e5, d capture on e5, and then he finally move g5. And then when e takes f6, queen's under attack, so there is no time for Maxim to capture on h4, so he needs to capture pawn on f6. And after that, it seems that Anatoly is piece up. He's playing with the bishop. But there's a perpetual check. Maxim found it and he captured on b2, so it's a check to king on e2. So king can choose between the e1 or f3 squares. So if he played king to f3, and then they repeat the moves. Queen goes to f6, it's check, king goes back, and then queen goes to b2, king to f3, they repeat the moves a few times, and they agree for a draw. But if the king goes to e1, what can happen? Black can keep with the checks. He can go on c3, and king is forced to go up, so he can go back on b2, and they will find a way how to get a draw by repetition. But if the king goes to e1, there's a way that black can try to play. So he can try b5, which will attack the queen, and basically his idea is to promote one of these 2 pawns because they can become very dangerous. So let's see, after b5, queen goes to a5, attacks the rook. So this rook is attacked 2 times on the d8 by the rook from d1 and queen from a5. So if the rook capture on a d1, king capture on d1, then this king is not in a very good position. For now, there will be no checks on a d file because queen controls the square d8, but black can try with the moves like b4. It can be very dangerous for him, for white, because he can continue with the checks with the queen, or he can pass with the pawn on b3 and threat some checks on c2 and promote the pawn on the b1, so he can be very fast with that idea. And that's the idea why Anatoly didn't play king to e1, so they agreed draw after king f3 and queen f6, king to e2 and queen to b2, so they here finished the game. I hope you enjoyed this analysis, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.